I apologize that I didn't put the vocabulary from listening practice, so I put them on during break time. Now let's take a look at the vocabulary. Our first one, get across. Please repeat after me.
Get across.
It means to manage to make someone understand or believe something. Well, can I just remind you what key points and messages I like to get across through the press release? Please repeat after me.
Well, can I just remind you what key points and messages I like to get across through the press release?
Next, boilerplate. Text that can be copied and used in legal documents or in computer programs with only very small changes. Please include the boilerplate information about our company as well as the contact information at the bottom of the page. Please repeat after me.
Please include the boilerplate information about our company as well as the contact information at the bottom of the page.
Next is conduit. It means a way of connecting two places. Nowadays, social networking websites are the far more effective conduits to our target markets. Please repeat after me.
Nowadays, social networking websites are the far more effective conduits to our target market.
Okay, this is the end of the vocabulary from listening practice. Now I'll give the floor to Chunyu.
So after the break time, it's time for you to give us comments. First, that will come Group 2.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 2. My name is Yang Yushen. She is Xu Yushen and Yo Hong. Today I have some comments on Junqing. I think Junqing speaks fluently and seems like practice a lot. He is confident and dressed formally, and his pronunciation is perfect, and I like his accent. And he has eye contact with the audience and speaks loud enough that I can understand what he's talking about. And this is my comment. I will give the floor to Yushen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yushen, and today I will give some positive comments to Yihan. First, I think the whole performance of her presentation today is steady and smoothly, and I think her pronunciation is comfortable because that she will notice that if the words are plural, she remember to speak as sound, and when the words is end up with T, she will pronounce carefully, like reimbursements. And I think she has strong eye contact during the preposition practice, and she will keep smiling. I think this is very good, and I think she paid attention to that. She noticed she forgot to add the vocabulary part in listening part, so she immediately made it correct. So I'll give the floor to Yoko.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yo Hong. Today I'm going to give my positive suggestion to Yi Zhen and Chen Yu. First is for Yi Zhen's part. She began her part with confidence, but she's not familiar with one word, mechanically, right? And mechanically, so hard to pronounce. And she's very familiar with her content. I think she improved a lot compared to the beginning. Like her voice doesn't shiver anymore, and in natural poses in this presentation almost disappear. I think she's doing a great job. And next, for Chunyu's part. She maintains strong eye contact with audience, and she introduced what she's going to do next clearly in the beginning of her part, which is very good. I really like the video she chose, because she prepared 3 videos. Not only Western and Eastern country, I can also see the reaction for Chinese Americans. That's very funny, attract me very much. And about all our comments. So I'll give the floor to group 3.
Hi, I'm Yanci. He is Liang. And I will give a comment to Junqing. And she did a good job at this in this conversation. And I think she can have more gesture and eye contact in vocabulary and have some vocal variety in the conversation. And I have some suggestion to Yihan. And in vocabulary for listening practice, the first word. In here, well, didn't capital letter and can change the page number. Yes. And today she looked comfortable and have strong eye contact. And she always keeps smile on her face. That is good. This is my comment. I will give the floor to Ian.
Hello, I'm Ian, and today I want to give some positive comment to Yizhen and Chunyu. So first is Yizhen. She maintains a very strong eye contact, and her voice is very loud enough. And I think the whole speech is very clear, and the structure is very wonderful. As for the Chunyu, I think the speech is very fluently, and she explained the idea of high and low context culture with love. I think that is very creativity. And maybe you can remove the page 35. No, 35. I think the page is too crowded. Maybe you can separate in 2 pages. And that is all of our comment. And we will give the floor to group 4. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 4. I'm Tianru. She is Wenxuan and he is Keru. And then I'm going to give some comments for Junqing. I think he dressed up formally today, and he always draw eye contact with audience. In the scenario 2 with Yihan, his voice is loud enough and use vocal variety to add impact. Third, during his presentation, he always look confident on the stage. I think it is good. This is end of my comment. I will give floor to Wenxuan.
Hi, I'm Wenxuan. I'll talk about 2 speakers, Yihan and Yizhen. And first, I'll talk about Yihan. She speaks clearly and loudly. Also, she has strong eye contact to the audience. The whole process is smooth, but in the beginning, I think she looks a little nervous, so the speed is a little quick. Yes, and I think the listening practice. Could you please turn the page of listening practice? I think the second question, this is here, it should be aligned to the first sentence. Yes. And the third question is the same. Okay. Thank you. And the second speaker, Yizhen, she speaks fluently and clearly. In her past, she gives us the detailed information for the press release. I can tell that she spent lots of time on it. And there is one mistake on page 24. Yes, the last year every participant, the participants shouldn't have S because it's the every. Yes, thank you. And this is my comments for these two speakers, and I'll give the floor to Karu.
Good afternoon, I'm Karu. First, I want to say sorry to everybody because I'm late for class today. This is my first sorry. Today I want to give brief comment to Chunyu. Chunyu's presentation is fluent. We can easily to follow her tempo. At first, she used a question to interact with audience. It could increase our attention about PowerPoint. Also, she used her own words to explain her contents. She's pretty familiar to her slides. The last one, the video about comparing I love you, made me want to say I love you to my parents because I haven't been to Thailand for a long time. Overall, she did a great job in her presentation. I want to give the floor to Group 6.
Hello everyone, we are Group 6. My name is Tsaing, she is Yizhi, he is Chenjie. Today I will be judging on Yihan's presentation. First, just like Yushen and Yanzi mentioned, she keeps smiling during her speech, which is very beautiful, and it makes her stage look more steady and confident. Second, her the whole presentation is very fluently and clearly. And my suggestion is she can add some her own explanation to the listening practice. However, she added vocabularies during the break time, so I think she had made it up. And this is my comments for Yihan. I will give the floor to Yizhi.
Hello everyone, I'm Yizhi. Today I'm going to give some positive comments on Yizhen and Chunyu. First, for Yizhen, I think she did a great effort on her press release on her activity too. And I very like the explanation of her content. And also her performance is very stable and fluent. And as for Chunyu, I very like the topic of the high and low context culture. It's very impressive. And also, I very like the way she explained the details of the videos and the high and low context culture between them. And this is my comments. I will give the floor to Chen Jie.
Good afternoon, I'm Chen Jie, and I'll be focusing on Junqing. But before I start giving comments to Junqing, let's just all take a second to appreciate how clever is it to add vocabulary during the break time. So I think Chloe deserves a round of applause. And now let's focus on Junqing. I think the main problem, before I start to talk about your problem, I like your new haircut and your total outfit. Okay, the main problem of Junqing, I think, is when you are speaking, if you look closely to the audience, you can see like Apple now, Karu now, Yishen, Zhu Yushen now, they are basically doing their stuff. This is because when you speak, it's hard to attract the audience. For me, I like to ask questions like, What do you think about this situation, Apple? Yeah, you know, I like to ask audience questions. I like to see the panic on your face, right, Karu?
Yes.
Even the answers they give you back is not what you want, but they didn't have a correct answer, so it's fine. You are the speaker on the stage. You have to control the audience. Like I said, round of applause. I said I asked them questions. This is, as a speaker on the stage, you should learn how to control your audience instead of let the audience do their own stuff. Yeah, and that is the suggestion I'd like to give you. I'll give the floor to Group 7.
Hello, we are Group 7. I'm Yijuan. She is Yijuan. She is Ini. I will give some comments to Yihan and Chenyu. Yihan, I think you always keep smile and keep eye contact is very good and speak fluently. In conversation and listening practice, she always repeat the answers. But I still have some advice I want to give you. When you speak conversation parts, you can be more vivid. It will be better. Yes, and for Chenyu, your video is very funny, and we can realize the difference between high context culture and low context culture easily. In conclusion part, you speak detail, so we can review what you say in today's presentation, not just say JT introduce vocabulary, and Yihan is in charge of listening practice dialect. It's very good. And it's my comments. Then I will give some floor to I will give floor to Yunxiu.
Hello everyone, I'm Yunxiu. Today I'll be focusing on Yizhen's part. First, it's quite interesting that you remind your audience of the content that's free. I think that's really great. And it can connect through the whole Unit 11. Because last week we were talking about the same topic, composing an invitation letter, right? And I think Yizhen's eye contact is vivid and volume is loud enough too. But here is a little suggestion for her. Can you turn to page activity 2? Yes. I think you can better make a page to explain what 5W is and show its connection between the activity 2 and I believe that this can definitely help your audience to understand your topic. In conclusion, I think Yizhen did well on her presentation. The above is my comment on Yizhen's part. I will give the floor to Yingjing.
I'm Liang. I'm going to give some comments on Junqing's part. First, he speaks loudly. His pronunciation is also clear. Second, he maintained eye contact through the presentation, and he dresses formally today. Finally, I have one suggestion to him. When he is presenting, sometimes he will keep moving his body. I think you can just face to the audience and don't keep turning around. Overall, we think Group 1 all did a great job. The above are our comments. I would like to give the floor back to Group 1.
Next part is our feedback. I start first. First, I want to thank for Dr. Liang giving us the second chance to work together. And they are all reliable and also they are efficient because they always hang out their PC slides on time. And also, I want to apologize for them because last week when we rehearsed our PowerPoint, and I want to record the video, the inside story video, but I put the wrong video mode, so they spent a lot of time to let the video be take time lapse to make the video into time lapse mode in 30 seconds. So I want to apologize for that. And next, I want to thank for all of you to give me some comments and suggestions. And I'm happy that most of you like my topic, and I hope that when you are going home, you can say I love you to your parents, because it is close to Happy Mother's Day, so you can also show your affections to them. And this is my feedback. I'll give the floor to Yi Zhen.
I'm Yi Zhen, and my feedback is thank you, Dr. Liang, giving me a chance to cooperate with my team member. They are very reliable and responsible for their own job. Also, they will help me. They will correct my pronunciation. For example, 5W. I mispronounce it to 5WS. Yes, and I want to apologize for them because today I'm late for. I was late.
Apologize to them or apologize for them?
To them, right? To them.
I apologize for them. When you say I want to apologize for them, meaning I apologize on their behalf. But when you apologize to someone, you say I'm sorry to them. Pay attention to the preposition focus.
I want to apologize to my team members because today I was late for practicing because I forgot bring in my tripod. So I turned back home to take it. Yes. And finally, I want to say thank you to my classmates. They, Wen Xuan pointed my mistake. Every participant knows S. Yes. So this is my feedback, and I will give the floor to Yihan.
Hi, I'm Yihan. And first, I want to thank Dr. Liang that she gave me this opportunity to cooperate with them. And actually, after break time, I ate the vocabulary. It was because that Dr. Liang told me during break time. So I ate the vocabulary from listening practice. Yes. And second, I would like to thank my teammates. They are really helpful and reliable. Also I don't have CD player at my home, so Junqing sent me the audio to me so I can listen to them and write the answer because I don't have a CD player. And finally, I would like to thank my classmates to give me such useful information, such useful suggestions to me, and know where I could improve more. And this is the end of my feedback. Next, I'll give the floor to Junqing.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Junqing, and firstly, I'm thankful for Dr. Liang giving us this opportunity to cooperate with my team members, and also this is the last time, the last time I can do a report with such reliable teammates. And I also want to thank all of my classmates to give us some comments that I can improve. Like Chen Jie mentioned, I didn't have a strong interest to attract my audiences, and I will shake my body during the presentation. So I think that's a great, that's what I need to improve in my following reports. Not just in the college, not just in the college. So I'm very thankful for my classmates and also my teammates to give me such good experience, and now I can comparing to the beginning of this course, I'm not be able to give such a fluent English presentation, and now I can be able to I'm able to not practice too many times, but I can have a better presentation to my audience. So thank you everyone, and also Dr. Liang. And now I will give the floor back to Shunyu.
And next part is best commentator, and we choose Group 4 as today's best commentator because firstly, Wen Xuan has mentioned that Yihan at beginning Yihan is a little bit nervous, so she speaks too fast, and she also mentioned that in the page 24 there is no S behind the participant, and also Ke Ru mentioned that he likes my topic because he never say I love you to their parents. So next time he's going to say I love you to his parents. And Qianru mentioned that Junqing is confident and he did a great job. So let's welcome Group 4.
Is this the second time the Group 4 being the
Yes,
best commentator?
this is our second time.
You earn extra 4 points for this. If possible, try to look at us instead of reading. You can do that.
Since Group 1 to choose the best commentators, give out. Then I'm going to give some comments for Junqing. I think he dressed up.
I'm going to give some comments for Junqing. Is that the correct preposition? Let's do some preposition focus. What should it be? You comment on someone, not for. If you say for, meaning I'm doing this job for his sake. So it is not for him. Could you rephrase that?
Give some comments on Junqing.
Good. Excellent.
I think he dressed up 100%, and he always draw eye contact with audience. In the scenario 2 with Liang, he's loud, he's loudness, and use vocal variety to add impact. During his presentation, I think he feels confident on the stage. I think it is good job. This is end of my comments. I will give floor to Wen Xuan.
Hi, I'm Wen Xuan, and I'll talk about two speakers, Yihan and Yizhen. And first, Yihan, she speaks loudly and clearly. Also, she has strong eye contact to the audience. The whole process is smooth, but I think she looks a little nervous in the beginning, so the speed is a little quick. And the mistake listening practice is solved. So so I'll move on to the second speaker, Yizhen. I think she speaks fluently and clearly. In her part, she gives us detailed information for the press release. I can tell that she spent lots of time on it. And the mistake on page 24 is also solved. So I'll give the floor to Kuru.
Good afternoon, Akaru. First, I want to say thank you for Group 1 choose us.
Thank you for Group 1.
Thank for Group 1.
I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Say thank you to
Oh.
someone. Say I'm sorry to someone.
I want to say thank you to Group 1.
Good.
Choose us as best commentator. And I want to say sorry to my classmate because I'm late for class today. And I will give a brief comment to Chunyu. Chunyu's presentation is fluent. We can easily to follow her tempo. At first, she used a question to interact with audience. It could increase our attention about her PowerPoint. Also, she used her own word to explain her content. The last one, the video about comparing I love you, made me want to say I love you to my parents because I haven't been to Thailand for a long time. So maybe I will make a phone call right now, not right now, maybe tonight. Overall, she did a great job in her presentation, and I will give a floor to Group 1.
Well, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Any questions for today's lesson? If not, would you go to your scenario 2? They did an excellent presentation, including the light controlling. Lighting is part of the presentation. Scenario 2. The first line. The first line. Okay. We talked about this last week. Stay there. Would you repeat the line by Boyd? All of you together? It looks good to me.
It looks good to me.
You seem to have included all of the information related to the 2014 GRI convention.
Does that ring the bell? We covered this. We talked about this last week. So what should it be? Or what's wrong here? What should it be? Is it still 2014? How long was it? 7 years ago. You need to update. We talked about this last week. This book was published in 2015. And you need to update the year whenever it comes to your presentation. Here, too. Any other questions? If not, let's give them big hands again for such an excellent. And I'll see you next week. Let's call it a day. Enjoy the midterm break.